Hello friends, and welcome to my channel, Three Little Birds. We're here today discussing the text of the day, which was December 22nd, 2021. The universe cut off my power, sent me a penny, found my pearls that weren't lost. So I'm texting something to myself, a reminder that of not just those things, there were other things, of kind of how magical I was starting to feel life was. So I was like alone. Like I worked from home. Since COVID, they had sent us all home. And I was living alone. Also, in a town I had never lived in before. It was new to me. Kind of far away from, like over an hour away from any other town. Like I had lived in basically every town in this state, but this town. And so I'm alone. I don't really know anybody in town. I I wasn't speaking yet to my son. He wasn't speaking to me yet. And my daughter, it was sporadic. I guess we were working on it. That's where we were at. And I wasn't leaving the house to go to work. So I decided I'm going to feel my way through life, not think it. And so that is just kind of like all that I'm doing. I had gotten rid of all my social media and I'm really just sitting in it. And I'm starting to notice, like, this is a text to myself, like, these things happen, but then more things happen. So, okay, first, the universe cut off my power. It was freezing. Like, it was so cold. Like, the power went out for days because it was so cold. And I could not stay in my apartment. I could not stay there. We went to a hotel that did have, like, my whole neighborhood was out for days. It was like the last neighborhood to get power back. So I took the dogs and my cat to a hotel. And that was really the beginning of the end. That was, I don't know why, the time that I fully woke up. And when I got back to the house from this hotel, I saw everything differently. So I saw that as a huge gift. The power being out, me leaving, coming back, and like seeing like everything so clearly, everyone so clearly. It just kind of felt odd. And then sent me a penny. I found a penny in my yard, which isn't like maybe that odd, but why is money in my yard? Like, I'm just thinking the universe is just giving me these gifts. Like, I feel like the universe is like kind of trying to talk to me, and get my attention, like, look at me instead of, everything around this neighborhood, this shithole apartment I'm in. My pearls, I had these pearls that my birth mom had left me in a jewelry armoire that I hadn't touched since I moved in. Hadn't looked at these pearls, hadn't looked at any of the jewelry. And they were under my desk, my work desk. Since I was working from home, I had a desk and they were under there. And I thought, wow, in the HE double hockey sticks did these end up under here? Like, just these odd things were happening. Like a family of, I'm going to see if I can figure out how to link this into I don't really know YouTube very well. I'm really kind of technologically challenged. I'm going to figure out how. I took a video. There was a family of deer on my street in my neighborhood, like, which was nowhere really near any, I mean, I'm in the city. And I remember being very worried for those deer. And and then also the day before the power went out, there was like, I don't know, like 100 crows, and they were just circling and circling. And this actually wasn't the only time. I saw this like 3 times living in this place. And I did live there for 2 years, which that was a long time for me. I kind of moved every year before that, but they were just circling. The first time I saw that, I was like, oh, what is happening? So I did take videos of those 2 things, and I will put them in. But anyway, I just started to, and it did feel like and I'm thinking, am I going crazy? Like I'm talking to the universe. The universe got source this, like, not this matrix, indoctrination, mindset. I'm kind of communing now with nature. And really, I kind of thought I was going crazy, but I'm reminding myself, like, all these things happened, like, and they felt so meaningful to me. And it felt really, truly like for the first time, I had never felt it before. Like I was co-creating with the universe. This is now my switch over to, my focus is now on kind of more of a bird's eye view of, instead of down in the weeds, my work and my production and my quality and, my professionalism and, like just laughing things off when people at work are inappropriate, or just literally, I don't know, things happening in my neighborhood, which was such a weird neighborhood. Anyway, it was just a reminder to myself of these things that really, this was the point that life was becoming magical. And what was I going to do with that energy? And so I'm going to leave it there for today. Please stay tuned because there's a lot more to come.